What's up, everybody? It's your boy Ryan, and this is the Thunder Channel on Nootropics. Thanks so much for being with me. Back to videos, back to content. We actually had a crazy website issue that took the website down for just about 48 hours, all told. 72 with other functions not working correctly. We got it fixed, and now we are back in action. Okay, so every shred of information we put on this channel is brought to you by a couple of products. Number one, Cortex Stack is back in stock. We were out of stock for 2 weeks because of the COVID-19 shutdowns. Folks just like blew out our inventory. We got some new inventory. The Cortex Stack is back in action. Right now, 20% off using the coupon code 220 at livecortex.com. Go stock up on Cortex. Otherwise, consulting with me. We're doing more consulting on nootropics than we ever have. Probably because folks are home and business people in particular are taking advantage of it. The 40-minute one-off consult with me, good option. Get that at livecortex.com, 20% off. But the larger scale consults is what business people are doing right now, and it's what I enjoy to do, and God, we get so many good results with folks. We have the 1 month intensive nootropics consult. It's a month straight, immersion-based, continuous communication. We ship you stacks, 10 plus formulations we hope to achieve. Very, very powerful consult. You can get that at livecortex.com. It's also 20% off. And then moving forward, the larger scale consulting programs, the 3.5 month and then the 6 month programs are hot right now. Do those at livecortex.com. For those of you that just need to up your nootropics game and don't want to do any consulting, go buy the Nootropics Masterclass. That'll take you to the 6-year mark. That is the masterclass of using nootropics. Coupon code 20 applies to that too. And listen, if you are a man and you're looking to race test, there's no better time to race test than right now. The results we're getting are nothing short of miraculous because we figured out a protocol that actually works to increase test. Oh man, there's so many different facets of it, but it's very, very effective. Viking Testosterone Protocol. 20% off livecortex.com. All right, so we're going to talk about sublingual bromantane. Now, this is something that I've been experimenting with for the greater part of the last month and wanted to have enough data to talk to you guys about. So I got a couple major points I want to break down for you folks as far as dosing and what to expect and kind of other relevant details. So let's just start. Point number one, yes, you can sublingually dose bromantane. Okay, you can sublingually dose bromantane. Bromantane is essentially dopamine synthesis facilitator via upregulating the function of tyrosine hydroxylase and a few other things, but mainly that. In some people's brains, that enzyme, for whatever reason, that synthesis conversion process is malfunctioning or doesn't work correctly. Bromantane aims to fix that. The suggested starter dose on sublingually dosing Bromantane is 10 milligrams, okay? And this principle of wanting to start low and then kind of work your way up. Now, after you experiment with 10 milligrams, you could certainly work your way up to higher quantities. I would do it in 5 milligram increments if I were you, so then shoot for 15 milligrams and then 20 milligrams and then 25 milligrams, etc. I wouldn't go past 35 milligrams dosing sublingually because that is a powerful method of administration for bromantane and all nootropics. So this is what to look for when you sublingually dose bromantane. Number one, because you're increasing dopamine synthesis, you should have both an increased libido, so you should actually want to have sex with your partner or whoever, and also acute energy increases, right? One of the interesting things about bromantane is it acts as an actoprotector. And that's really doing two things. It's preventing you from having fatigue under the condition of stress, particularly environmental conditions like being really, really cold. And at the same time, it's increasing physical performance, right? So it sort of acts like phenylpiracetam in that regard. Now, what I think that people should do if they're supplementing with bromantane to try to increase dopamine synthesis to get the downstream positive effects of dopamine is you'd want to have food-based precursors of tyrosine so that you can foster the conversion of tyrosine to dopamine. Also, it's going to foster the conversion of epinephrine and norepinephrine. So maybe have some theanine in the background in case that stimulates you to the point where you get a little anxiety. But really, we're looking at dopamine. So my suggestions on that, and when I was running this experiment, I was eating a lot of beef, a lot of cheese, and then bananas. All these things have adequate amounts of tyrosine. And then we could also eat beans, like black beans, or most kind of beans have a considerable amount of tyrosine in it. The one thing that I have been able to figure out is that at extremely high doses, it appears as if there is a little bit of acetylcholine antagonist behavior going on. So high doses of bromantane may, this is still something I'm really looking to like bulletproof, like confirm, inhibit acetylcholine signaling to a minor extent, right? It's not something substantial. And in some cases, that might even be good for people that overthink and overprocess and need to slow that neurotransmission down just a little bit to get an even balance, okay? So that is, so let me talk about my experience, okay? Definitely increases in libido, just the drive to have sex for me increase, and that's through this dopamine mediated mechanism. I also do get pretty long-term acute energy from it, and the energy lasts anywhere from 6 to 10 hours. Okay, even with this small dose. After the 5-hour point, it's pretty subtle, but it's still above my regular baseline, and I notice it. That's essentially it. It doesn't interfere with my sleep because my dose on sleep disruption with bromantane is like 30 milligrams plus orally. And so, you know, at a small dose at 10 milligrams sublingually, it is not messing with my sleep. I sleep just fine during this process. Going off of it for the last 3 days, my experiments have been in the last 3 weeks or so, but in the last 3 days I haven't taken it and I haven't noticed any drops in motivation. I'm definitely back to my baseline. And I'm not, you know, being positively affected by bromantane, but thankfully there's no withdrawal for me, right? Okay, there's no negative effects going off of it. It was a great experiment that I ran. I got a lot of data on it. And so that concludes our discussion on sublingual bromantane. So what I would suggest is 10 milligrams sublingually. Start there, monitor your results. To fix tyrosine hydroxylase, we're not even sure if bromantane does that in some permanent manner. We'd probably more be looking at 9-MeBC for that. But for acute effects in increasing dopamine synthesis, bromantane is a very, very powerful proven compound for that. Okay, so more experiments to come, and in fact, more experiments with sublingual bromantane to come. I just needed to take a break from it, look at my data, and then give you guys some information. We'll do more on that. A lot of you guys have been asking about hardcore neurogenesis research chemicals, and I myself am heavily experimenting with dihexa right now, as well as 9-MeBC, and that's going to be content that's to come moving forward. Very, very powerful stuff. You know, we've been using it on consulting clients that have effectively dopamine damage via long stints of Adderall usage for quite some time, and the combo in specific doses with a couple additional things is very effective. So we'll be talking about that in the coming weeks. Thanks so much for being with me, everybody. Thanks so much for watching. Remember, everything's on sale at Cortex Labs right now. We understand folks are a little short on money or a little apprehensive to spend money. Go use the coupon code 20 to get 20% off everything at livecortex.com. That is the Cortex stack. Powerful motivation, mental energy, nootropic stack. Go buy some Cortex, stock up now. That is the 40-minute consult with me. Doing more of those than ever. That is the 1-month Nootropics intensive consult, really for business people. If you're an in-charge business person or an entrepreneur that needs your brain right now, which most of us do, go get the 1-month intensive 20% off. Viking testosterone protocol. If you're a guy, plenty of guys are doing that too, and it's a wildly effective protocol to raise testosterone and get everything back. All of our digital courses, same thing, 20% off the Nootropics Masterclass and 20% off the Nootropics Starter Pack Elite, which is the product you have to get if you're brand new to nootropics or within a year. You just have to get the Nootropics Starter Pack Elite. Shows you from ground zero how to become a pro in nootropics. There's a video course, there's smarter, better, faster audio in that, and there's also a digital book we wrote called How to Perfect Your Nootropic Stacks Fast. Comes as a combo. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. More content coming soon. We'll talk to you next time.